Hello and welcome to our The Children's Bible in 365 Stories reading time. We're going to pick up where we left off last time with chapter 13, which is also found in Genesis chapter 13, the first book in the First or Old Testament. You can actually get that out and look at the actual words found in the Bible. The title for this story is Lot Has First Choice, and the story involves Abraham and Lot. And Lot was talked to by God, and he trusted God, and God asked him to pack up everything he owns and head to a new place and get away from the city that God felt was wicked and not good for Abraham to be in. So he packed up and went with his wife Sarah and his nephew Lot, and our story continues from there. Abraham and Lot journeyed slowly on until they reached the land of Canaan. Still, Abraham did not settle down for long in one place. He moved from one end of the country to the other, looking for water and grassland. He did not forget to stop so that he could take time to praise and thank God for helping and guiding him ever since he left Ur. Remember, the city he started out in was Ur, but a lot of people were doing things there that God wasn't happy with, and they were worshiping a different God. So because Abraham was faithful, God wanted him to pack up and move with him, and that's what he did. And Abraham constantly stopped and thanked God for God's presence in his life. God blessed Abraham and made him rich, as he had promised to do. Abraham owned a great many sheep and goats, and so did Lot. They had so many animals between them that every bit of green grass that they found was soon nibbled bare. Then they had to move on to find fresh pasture for all those animals to eat. As soon as they reached a new camping place, their servants and shepherds would rush to get first share of the water from the well. There would be shouts and blows as Abraham's herdsmen and Lot's men began to squabble. Both fought to get the best of their master's flocks. At last, Abraham spoke to Lot about it. "Families should not argue and fight like this," he said. "We have too many animals for us to stay together. We shall have to split up and go separate ways." Abraham was much older than Lot, and he should have had first choice. This was one of the practices of this time and place. The oldest had first choice, or in some places, the oldest inherited when the parents passed, and not the rest of the children, just the oldest. In this place, the oldest would have first choice because they were the firstborn, and they were considered to have the family blessing, and they were considered the head of the family, and they would take over from the parents when the parents died, and they would be the new heads, and then everyone was to listen to them, and so on from generation to generation. So by right of this time and place, Abraham would have first choice of what land he wanted. But instead, what Abraham said to Lot was this: "Lot, have a good look east and west. Choose which way you would like to go. I'll go the other way." Lot looked at the lush green plain over the River Jordan Valley. How much better it looked than the dry, scrubby hill country to the west. Lot said to him, "I'll go that way." He pointed. Sadly, they said goodbye, and Lot set off with his family and flocks to the green, rich, lush-looking valley that was to the east. When he had left, God spoke to Abraham. "Look about you," God said, "in every direction. All the land that you can see I will give to your descendants forever." So with God's promise to cheer him, Abraham set off in the opposite direction to Lot, thanking and praising God as he went. He was heading into the rough-looking ground that did not look like it had really good grass to eat or anything like that, but because God had been with him this far and God said he would bless him, he trusted God even more, and he went in the direction that didn't look as inviting. He went trusting God that God was going to provide for him. Here ends this story for this time. Join me again for the next story that will continue on with this relationship between God and Abraham. Be safe and have a blessed day.